Hi, Karen Hennepin with a transfer for Golden Valley. One not breathing.
Yes, not breathing.
A relative on the line with us?
Yes, I'm her daughter.
Okay, how old is she?
She's 58.
Okay. Now listen carefully. I'm going to tell you how to do chest compressions, okay?
Okay.
I had went to go to the bedroom to lay my son down. All of a sudden I heard a big thud and instantly just kind of came running back out with my son in my arms and saw my mom laying on the floor. And I was like, Mom, Mom, and she was unresponsive, and then that's when I saw she was starting to turn blue. So instantly just threw my son on the couch and dialed 911 and ran over to her, and they had said to start CPR.
So place the heel of your hand on the breastbone in the center of the chest, right between the nipples. Then you're going to pump the chest hard and fast, at least twice per second and 2 inches deep, okay? You want to go pump, 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 pump. That's how you want to do it.
You help me, okay? Can you count for me?
I can.
Pump, pump. Okay.
Pump, pump,
Am I starting
pump,
now?
pump. Yep, keep going. Pump, 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 pump.
You know how long?
It's just a couple more minutes and somebody should be there.
Do not quit. Pump, 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 pump. Come on. Come on.
Your initial reaction, I think, when you see your mom on the floor like turning blue is, oh my God, she's gonna die. Once I started CPR, I remember at first being just like terrified of like how to do it. Was I doing it right? Was I not? But as I was doing it, like specifically feeling like ribs are cracking and thinking, you know, I'm really hurting her now, but being reassured that that was like the right thing to do. Finally, when they'd opened the door, I remember just thinking like, finally someone is here and they're gonna make it better, because I didn't think that I was doing anything to make it better. They were getting the AED prepared while someone was still doing chest compressions. The AED machine walked you through, but it said like, going to administer a shock now. And from previous training, I knew that if it was gonna administer a shock, that meant it was really serious because her heart was not working. And so hearing that, I think was really like the breaking point, like, oh my gosh, she really might die. I got to the hospital with my husband and my baby, and my brother and his wife and my dad were all there in the emergency waiting room. And I just saw like my dad just pacing, and you know, my brother sitting there with his head down. It was just kind of like that moment that you knew like this wasn't okay. The three of us, my dad, my brother, and I, went in and saw my mom in the emergency room, and she was alive and breathing. Because of everything that just happened, like she had no recollection. She was really mentally out of it. She didn't know who any of us were.
She kept asking for me, but I was there, but she didn't recognize me. And yeah, none of the kids neither. Yeah, it was a little scary. It takes a lot out of you. It's because you don't know what to expect. It was a long night.
I remember that being like a pretty tough moment, thinking like we're always gonna have to explain things to her. She's always gonna have short-term memory loss. She's not gonna know who our new grandbaby is. Before she went to get her ICD, we all went and visited her, and as they were wheeling her off, I remember holding her hand, and I just remember her looking up at me and saying, "Thanks for saving my life." She stayed so strong that day. I just look at her and I think, oh, thank goodness she didn't give up on it. She didn't give up. She kept pushing. She did the CPR, and I'm here today because of her.
In the back of our minds, we do wonder on a lot of these calls, whatever happened. We see people at their worst most of the time, and to see them at their best, it just makes it a positive event that we need more of.
Everything lined up perfect, how quickly we got here. The daughter doing CPR, it ultimately can be the life and death situation. I mean, if you don't do it, they have zero chance of ever making it.
So that's why it's so important for the dispatchers to get the caller started on the compressions at least right away.
I just assumed that if I ever had to call 911, they would be CPR certified and walk me through this. And so when I found out it wasn't the case, I remember thinking like, wow, that's really got to change, because obviously it saved my mom's life and it saved me from a lot of heartache.
You really sit back and you realize life is short. So you just enjoy your family, enjoy the simple things in life, and just get up every morning and be happy.
I can save one life, it's worth it.
A huge heartfelt thank you to anyone who is contributing to the American Heart Association. It's obviously made a significant impact on my family. It's going to impact a lot of other families going forward. It's not just heart research, it's someone's life. It's a heart that's beating inside someone, and potentially your sister, your brother, your mother.